What is up, everybody? 267, some shit we like. Rick, Bryce, no Mike. Mike is in Las Vegas. Go find him and get drunk with him. Yeah, you should do that. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to anybody who's currently watching us live on Twitch. I'm not sure if anybody is. That's okay if you're not. But if you are, you found us. We stream on the weekends. Usually Saturdays, usually sometime on Saturday. I don't like giving a time even though we do just because of like...
Cable hours, remember?
Yeah. Cable hours?
Yeah.
Give me more. You said it last week. I don't know that I understand.
Do you remember the cable guy would always say,
gotcha. Okay.
We'll be here between
Repair
the hours.
people. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
between the hours of
Gotcha. Yeah. So...
12.
You'll find us. You'll find us at some point on the weekend. For some reason, no one knows this right now. I'm grabbing my ankles. Well, I don't know why. What the fuck am I doing? Anyways, yeah. So if you're watching us live, like I said, you found us. We stream sometime on the weekend, usually on Saturdays. Maybe it'll be Sunday. Regardless, you'll know because we'll post it on social media. If you didn't catch us live, then we will put up the audio version of this podcast on Tuesday, and all the ladies and goats will go crazy. Usually I try to get that up there by like 10 in the morning. That's usually my goal. And then if you sit tight and you want to watch us and look at us and see the men behind the voices, there will be a clip that goes up at noon on Tuesday. And another one will go up on Wednesday also at noon. And on Thursday there'll be one at noon and 6. Sometimes we put up a clip on Monday. Sometimes we don't. And then on Friday we put up the whole
motherfucking show
for you in one convenient video. That's what we do. And that's that. That's what we have to get out of the way at the beginning of the show every week. So here we are. It's episode 267. It's WrestleMania weekend. I'm fucking pumped. I want to get the show over. I'm just kidding. But
you got a lot to do, so I understand why you kind of want to get through this show.
Well, not get through it. We're here, and we're going to hang out with you guys, and we're going to talk about some stuff.
Stuff like?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about you first. How was your week, Rick?
My week was actually really good.
Really?
Because I didn't have to do shit at work.
Oh, that's good.
I actually edited last week's show. Last week's show. I had to do fixes to last week's show.
Yeah.
At work. So I brought my laptop. And you know what? I think I might have said this before, but every time I do it, I understand why people go outside to edit or write or stuff like that, because sometimes you just need that breath of fresh air and not just stay indoors all the time in your own location. I mean, I usually love it because I'm by myself. I don't have to worry about other people around me. Yeah. But sometimes it gets kind of tiring.
I think for me, I would just use that as a break. You know, I've never been one, I personally have never been one to understand why someone would rather go to a Starbucks than just be in their own home. But I hear what you're saying. I get it.
It's just nice. Especially as a writer, I think you definitely should. Just because you're among people, you could overhear conversations, incorporate that into whatever story you're eavesdropping, and put that in your movie.
That's fair. That's fair, and to each their own. I think for me personally, I would rather use that time to take a break. Not bring my work with me, but still do what you're saying, just minus...
I've done that, too.
Just minus taking it with me, because even if I do hear something that inspires me, then I'll just break out my phone and make a note or something, you know what I mean? Which I actually do tend to do quite often. But yeah, I'd much rather be in my own space, But that's, if that works for some people, and Rick seems to understand why some people do that, that's fine, that's cool. Yeah, why'd you bring that up? Oh, because you brought it to work.
Yeah, because I brought it to work, yeah. Yeah, just editing outside, though, can be kind of weird sometimes because, I'm editing video of us in public. Someone overlooks,
See, that's exactly, That's
why I usually find a spot where, the wall's behind me or something like that so no one can see.
But
then they'll just think I'm some kind of creeper.
You were doing this at work, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I was doing this at work.
Yeah, at work. So, what Rick is saying is when you're editing or doing outside projects, just bring it to work. Do it at work. Get paid to do it. Everyone's trying to figure out how can I get paid doing my own thing. Just do it at work, and you're gonna get paid to do your own thing.
But I don't do that all the time. I mean, I'm only saying that too because it's being recorded right now.
He only does that some of the time. The other time, he usually plays his Nintendo Switch. Of course, or in the past, he'd play his 3DS. So that's what he does. Yeah. And sometimes he poops, and he gets paid to poop or play video games and edit, you know? So that's what happens.
What a concept, getting
Yeah.
paid to poop.
Yeah.
This is actually a job where you actually have to poop to get
I mean,
paid.
maybe people that do research for toilets and flushes and the strength of the flush. I don't fucking know. Like, that would be ridiculous, but who knows? You never know.
There's crazy jobs out there for everyone.
So Rick had a good week. That's good.
You had a good week?
My week was fine. It was a week. Yeah.
It was a week?
Yeah, it was a week. I guess that's what it was. I'm not like I'm a little bit tired today. So if anything interesting happened, I'm not remembering. So
I'll just say WrestleMania, and that'll get you back.
yeah,
pumped.
I've been looking forward to WrestleMania all weekend. The Hall of Fame was last night. I watched that. Tonight is the NXT show, and tomorrow's the day. So looking forward to it. Should be fun.
Should be, that's for sure.
With that said, I guess let's just fucking
get right into it.
Let's just get started.
I didn't say it.
Let's just get started.
Oh, speaking of the person that you want to avoid, speaking of,
I'm not trying to avoid. I just
you just don't want to say. I mean, it's his personal tagline.
Yeah.
We get it, but we just say jump right into it.
Okay.
Speaking of Philip DeFranco, did you watch his Hot Ones?
I haven't watched anything of him lately. Did you send me something?
I don't think I did.
What's it, his Hot Ones?
Yeah, the show on YouTube, Hot
No.
Ones, where the guy interviews someone while eating hot wings. And
That show. Okay, I know the show. No, I didn't watch
his.
his. No, I've seen. It's WrestleMania week. I've seen WWE superstar Sasha Banks episode of Hot Ones. But yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, that was pretty good. He's pretty strong with hot sauce. It seems like. Yeah, it wasn't until he got to the end because he kind of screwed himself over because he wanted to make history on the show. He got 2 more wings, and added more hot sauce to it. I forgot which one it was.
He probably took a bite and afterwards he was like,
Pretty much.
I'll have to check that out.
But I recommend checking it out. It's pretty good. And they asked him some pretty good questions like about YouTube and the state of it, comparing it from now to when he first started. He's like one of the OG YouTubers.
Yeah. That show's kind of funny. I don't know what else I would expect, but I guess it's kind of a cool idea, but they really just pour the sauce on top of wings. I mean, really, you could almost just say they're really comparing hot sauces as more so than it being like a wing thing. But yeah, I guess that works. So, no, I didn't see that.
Oh, well, it's out there. I recommend it.
Cool.
I got into a whole of that show.
So you started watching a bunch of episodes?
Yeah, I saw one with Clara Delevingne and another one with
Cara,
sorry.
Yeah.
Cara Delevingne, like Supergirl. Her name's Cara. Supergirl's name is Cara.
On the show?
Yeah, but with the K, not with the C.
Gotcha.
Anyways, let's just get back to the...
Who else did you watch?
I can't remember who was the other person I watched.
Okay, it's fine. Let's just
That's why I don't want to try to, halfway through the show, I'm going to say, oh!
Yeah, you probably will. Completely out of context.
Completely out of context, for sure. So, we have some movie news, that I am really excited about. And I know Mike is probably excited about it too.
But it's not movie news, though.
Technically, no. It's entertainment news or TV news.
Yeah.
So, Why the Last Man? If you've been with us from the beginning, you know we love it. We talk about it pretty much at least every year. Did you ever get around reading it? Reading it? No? Oh my God. Bryce.
Rick loaned me the books, I think, years ago. And then
you give it back
then
when you moved.
Well, I just said just hang on to them for me for now. Like, I won't not do it. To be fair, I haven't read anything. I just haven't been reading. I don't read.
You're the problem with America.
No, I read like things on my phone. Like I read like daily things.
No, I'm gonna send you the digital comic.
No, I'm not saying that either. Like I'm actually someone that I think still prefers holding something physical. I'd rather turn a page. So that's not what I mean. I just mean, to be fair, I'm just not reading books, stories of any sort at the moment. So it's not like I was just like, I'm not gonna read this shit. You know, it's not. Well, meanwhile, I'm like powering through books. So no, I have not.
Okay,
I've just seen the short. I've seen Ryan Short. Mr. O'Leary. Why fucking Mr. O'Leary?
Mr. O'Leary.
I don't need to say that.
So yeah, we got news saying that FX with really quick backstory, it was going to be a movie. Then it turned out it got dragged out, and the rights reverted back to Brian K. Vaughan. Dan Trachtenberg was even also attached to direct it. That didn't happen. So now that Brian K. Vaughan has it back, he's going to make... he's trying to make it a TV series, TV, which apparently FX picked up. And now they are going forward with shooting the pilot. So that's exciting news, because then there's going to start being some casting. Which means every year...
It's a shame that Mike isn't here. This is totally your...
Well, I know. Well, I think next week, when he
I
gets
think
back,
that
we're going
brought
to do a new casting
if he
round.
gets back.
If he gets
Mike
back.
might get defeated by Vegas.
So yeah, the show runners will be Michael Green and Adi Mishka.
Where's the other
Mashka?
name? I see Michael Green. Where's the other?
Right next to it.
Oh, probably Ada. Yeah, Ada Mashaka. That's how I don't know if that's how you say it, but yeah. Ada Mashaka Kroll.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're probably totally butchering your name, but
Sorry.
we said it.
Yeah. They're going to serve as the co-showrunners.
She has worked on Jessica Jones and Turn. Turn sounds very familiar.
Turn. Yeah, that's the show that I watched.
Okay.
On, I think it was A&E or History Channel or...
Yeah.
No, what's the one with Breaking Bad? AMC.
Oh, AMC.
Yeah. So they're going to be showrunning it, which is...
Oh, wait, sorry. I brought her up. So Green, not to interrupt. Wait. She's going to serve as co-showrunner alongside Green with Melina Matsoukas, who's worked on Insecure, Master of None, and Beyonce Formation.
I don't know.
Well, I don't like
Masters of None. I know that.
Yeah, I know Master of None. I think I know Insecure. I think I want to say Insecure. I'm not gonna say
Insecure.
it.
Isn't that a TV show?
I think so. I want to say it's on comedy. Fuck it. I'm gonna see if it is. But Beyonce, like, I think it's funny. That's fine. I just think it's funny that like that's like maybe it was a really well done thing, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a special or something.
It's awesome that they have these three people showing it and not just one person. This is going to help out a lot, especially where something this big. So yeah, like Why the Last Man is pretty much like the most like critically acclaimed, as it says here, comic book series of all time, and for good reason.
Insecure's on HBO. Sorry.
Oh, it's HBO.
Yeah.
And for good reason. So I highly recommend people to see this. Is probably like my I think I say this all the time. This is like my Watchmen, because everyone loves Watchmen. I love Why the Last Man a lot.
You highly recommend people to read this.
Read it, yes.
Show could suck. You said see this, that's why I just wanted to correct
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, see, when I read it, it feels like a TV show when I read it. So that's why it's perfect to be a TV show.
So refresh my memory. When all these rumors came around before, were they always movies, or was it?
It was going to be a movie. Yeah.
It was always movie. It's never been a TV series.
No.
Okay.
I feel like wanted it for a television.
And I feel like you and Mike actually talked about how you
did.
thought it would work better as a TV series. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, because like this can be like The Walking Dead, how long it's been dragged out.
Yeah.
Because it's been the same, like, what does it call it, a post-apocalyptic type of deal, although it happens to be all the men are dead except for the main character and his monkey. So it just works better that way. Think of like Lord of the Rings, how they're just traveling. This is pretty much what this is kind of in a way.
Is Why the Last Man still being written? Like, is it over?
No, it finished, I think, I don't remember when.
Okay.
2009, I would say?
Sounds
Could be
cool.
wrong.
So what happened to Endgame? Whereas Walking Dead
Yeah.
is still being written, so
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It definitely has an ending. Which the ending I liked. It was alright.
And endings are hard to please. It's hard to please people with endings, and I
with
realized,
this series, it's really hard.
Yeah, I realized something. I almost don't like when anything ends. You know, like I get sad when, whether it's a video game or a TV show, I hate when anything ends, even if it's a good ending. Like it kind of bums me out, no matter what. I don't like endings in general. So I just thought I'd share that. Rick's not totally paying attention.
No, yeah, endings are definitely hard to tackle.
Even if it's an amazing fucking ending, I'm saying me personally, like I hate when things end. I've realized that I'm just like, I don't want to be done with this book or this game or whatever. Like it feels
That's how
like
I felt with the series, man.
it feels
I didn't
like
want it to end.
I feel it makes me feel like I'm losing somebody. You know what I mean? Like a death or something. You know what I mean?
Dude, I didn't know what to do with myself after Buffy and Angel ended. I'll put it that way. Like,
yeah. So you get it.
What do I do? Oh, fuck yeah, I get it, man.
I'm talking beyond whether the ending is good or bad. Even if I didn't like the ending, if it's something that I liked and watched forever, I'm like, oh fuck, like that's over. Like they say, half the fun of anything is the anticipation, and I think that's kind of true. Like, even so, I'll bring it to wrestling. Even if WrestleMania is fucking phenomenal this weekend, or even if it's not, but let's say it's amazing. By the time it's over, I'm probably gonna be like, oh, well, that's done. And it'll probably make me a little bit sad. You know what I mean? Because half the fun is looking forward to that fucking thing. So many unnecessary fucks. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking asshole.
But you got plenty of more wrestling. And
yeah.
To go.
That's true. But for wrestling fans especially, and if Mike were here, he would back me up on this. Like, just WrestleMania is just like, it's just a thing. Like, yeah, like it's our Super Bowl, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's just like, it's their biggest show of the year, and it always feels special, and they make a big deal of it. And they've done a really good job of like making it seem like a long event because there's different things that happen. So, like I said, just like anything, I mean, when Christmas is over, like when you're a little kid, you're sad that like, oh, well, I've opened all my presents and it's done, but you're going to have, you know, assuming everything goes right in your life and there isn't some crazy tragedy, you're not done with Christmas either. But it's just sad when the thing you're looking forward to is done, you know?
Yeah. I was legit on depressed when Buffy and Angel ended, man. I didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
Back onto this TV show. So another thing about the article says that it's going to be adapted from the comic, but it's also going to be in line with today's culture. Mm-hmm. So now that we have this president, it's going to have topical issues in it, and topical references. Because I don't even say the book's that dated, really.
Yeah.
Because like the main character does like to do a lot of pop culture references.
Scroll down a little bit. What you're saying is going along with what I'm reading, so I'm listening to you. But yeah, keep going.
But they're gonna try to adapt to today's political climate, which, from what I've read, not a lot of fans are too happy about because they kind of want it to be contained as to what the comic book is, of course. But me hearing that and reading that, like, I kind of don't mind. It'd be interesting.
I mean, it sounds like...
It almost will feel new.
Yeah, it sounds like... I think people are probably exaggerating, or overreacting. I don't think she's trying to change the story. She's just trying to update it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what it sounds like. Not update the story, but update like you said, make it more relevant. You know what I mean? Like, and
you got to stay relevant.
Yeah, like I guess kind of like you could tell the same story in the 80s as you would in the 90s, but maybe, instead of fucking wearing a Cyndi Lauper t-shirt, you're wearing a fucking, I don't know, Sheryl Crow t-shirt. I don't fucking know. Anyways, gonna do that. Right. Thank you for joining us, Cheesy. We're here. It's early. I'm sorry. We wanted to get the show done and out the way today, so it's not. I mean, it's 11 something.
We kind of started at 11.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Why the Last Man TV show. It's a perfect slot for this comic book.
Yeah.
Just because of the way it writes. And Brian K. Vaughan wrote, I think, a few episodes for Lost. And what other shows? Under the Dome, I believe he did a few of that. Or I think he was actually co-creator of that. So, like, he's not unfamiliar with television. Plus he got his fucking Marvel's Runaways on Hulu, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And then he still has Saga going as well too.
Is that full on? Is Runaways like his show entirely?
I think he's executive producing. I'm not sure if he's show running.
Saga is his other.
That's his comic book. Still going on right now too, which also have been rumored, or not rumored, is I think in the works of being adapted to.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you?
I think HBO wants it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Didn't you loan that to me too? I feel like I had two things.
I might have.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll be back next week to do our casting like we always do every year.
I don't like to make promises. When Mike is back, Rick and him will probably talk about this.
So
I mean, Mike is scheduled to be home, but sometimes life happens and we aren't always on the show. But yeah, next time Mike's on the show, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I hope it gets picked up.
You never know.
But you never know.
There's the whole thing with FX, like we didn't really talk about it on the show, but with the Deadpool cartoon that they actually just pulled the plug on. So you guys might again like have the fucking
should not
rug pulled out from under you. So cool.
Anyway, so yeah, that's that. So we got a trailer now.
I forgot that we have a trailer.
Yeah, I found this trailer. I haven't watched it.
Was it in the notes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I haven't watched it, but it sounded interesting. So I don't know what we're gonna be watching right now.
Movie mode.
As a quadriplegic, it must be frustrating for you, someone who likes to get things
This cable's
done.
just wonky. I have to turn it
Yeah.
to get audio out of both sides.
Here's the thing. 4 guys murdered my wife. If I could find these men.
I have to say that I
If I
appreciate
told you
that
I
we're
could offer
finally
you
getting
something that would enable you to walk again.
a lot more sci-fi
Call it STEM.
movies
A computer
now,
chip that has the potential to
especially
change
with the
everything.
superhero craze.
It's a new, better brain.
I am STEM, the system operating your body for you.
That's Blue Mouse.
Let's hear you.
No, only you. May I point something out?
Why is it
In the drone surveillance
Bloomhouse
stage,
Tilt? Is that like did they combine, or is that just what it's called?
Address 414 Citrus Newgrounds. You'll need a plan.
Probably
This doesn't
Combined.
seem like a well thought out plan.
I need your permission to operate independently.
Permission granted!
Thank you.
Stay down, man. Stay down, he's got a knife!
I see that. We have a knife too.
Oh fuck.
You now have full control again, Gray.
Holy shit.
If you are involved in this somehow, then you need to let me know.
Well, I was in the area, detective.
There's a gun implanted inside his hand.
Then what do you think I should do?
Move, Gray.
That's right, it's T1L.
You are persistent.
There you go. Songs.
Yeah.
It's James
I
Bond
cannot allow us to be killed.
or the other guy.
The one
We're
out,
going
yeah.
to finish the job we started.
You didn't know that I'm a ninja.
While I am state of the art, I am not a ninja.
Yeah, written and directed by Lee One.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to watch it.
It was
Okay.
him and James Wan that did songs.
Yeah.
That looks really interesting.
Right?
Yeah, that looks really interesting.
Shit.
I was kind of thrown off for a second. I was like, permission to take full control, and then it hit me. I'm like, oh,
Because it's inside.
right.
it's on
And so
him.
he's
Yeah.
gonna take control of his body, and he has no control of what he's fucking doing. And you can tell he's watching, kind of horrified, like what he's doing. That's pretty good. That's good.
That's some good fucking acting to
Yeah.
do that while looking horrified.
Yeah.
That
That looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm so in to see
Kind
this.
of like yes. Well, yeah. Clearly, it's sort of a sci-fi sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
I'd say sci-fi, yeah. Because, yeah.
I like I said. Well, I don't know if we could hear it over the audio, but of the trailer. But yeah, like I like that we're getting some sci-fi thrown into this superhero world. It's nice that we're getting that.
Yeah. Excited. Definitely excited for this.
Yeah, I am too. That looks cool. Upgrade. Did we get any sort of date, or we just know 2018?
It's just as 2018 as far as I know.
It was recently published. I'll check it.
So, June 1st.
I said I will check it, Rick.
It's right there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Google's wrong. Google's not always right, because Google has, well, I don't know where they're getting it from, but it says March 10th, so
Oh, it was probably released somewhere else first.
dumb. Yeah, June 1st.
So, look out for that.
Something else comes out June 1st. Action Point, I think, comes out
Another
June
double
1st.
feature.
Possibly. Possibly.
Speaking of double feature,
Yes.
Should we jump into that?
Sure. Well, or do you want to talk about the movie you saw?
I want to hold off on that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that I'm going to see it. I don't know.
Should we talk? Okay, I'll just talk about it.
Well, don't... Can you do it in a non-spoilery way in case I do see it?
I'll wait then.
You can't talk about it without spoilers? You
I
can't?
have to. I need to talk
possible?
spoilers. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about the movie Unsane, which I came out of the movie like, oh my god, like what the fuck.
Well, we'll save it.
But we'll save that for another time.
I'm sure I'll probably, because you have me curious, but then you kind of freaked me out a little bit saying that you came out of it feeling kind of depressed and weird, and I don't like when movies make me feel that way.
I think you'll be fine. I think it's just maybe it's just the mindset I went into.
Maybe.
This movie.
Plus, I feel like some of the stuff that I said to you, I don't want to say talked you down, but I was just like, yeah, you got to realize it's a movie. You're suspecting.
No, yeah.
So.
Let's get into.
Okay.
So we went. Me and Bryce did a double feature.
We did.
Let's talk about the first movie we saw.
Sure. We saw Breakers. Not Breakers. I keep calling it Breakers.
Oh, you genuinely said
though.
Breakers again.
That time I did. It's so funny. I'm tired. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. But we did not see a new breakdancing movie. We saw Blockers.
Blockers.
They wanted to call it Cock Blockers so bad.
Obviously.
But that's why they have like the rooster or whatever the fuck. But yeah, we saw Blockers starring John Cena and Leslie Mann and that other dude who I know has
John Cena.
has a weird name.
Something Barinholtz? Ike Barinholtz?
Let's see. Because I don't want to take away
He
from.
was the guy that was in
Ike Barinholtz, and yeah,
Barinholtz.
he's changed big time.
Yeah, he was in the movie Rat Race, wasn't he? With Seth Green.
Is he? Oh my god, is that him?
I'm pretty sure that's him.
Holy shit! Like, you might have just kind of blown my mind if that is him. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was his brother.
He's also in Neighbors.
I don't remember him in Neighbors.
He's in both Neighbors movies. It looks like. No, go back. Hold on, let me look at his IMDb. Yeah, talk. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Since we're covering the cast, hold on.
I have the cast right here. I want to pull it up.
I had it too a second ago. So yeah, John Cena, Leslie Mann, Ike Barinholtz, and then Catherine Newton, who has been in a few things.
She looked familiar.
She was in one of the Paranormal Activities.
I don't know.
No, she was, and you've seen it. I'm sure you have.
I saw the first three.
I'm pretty sure you saw this one because I think you saw this with me. She was in Paranormal Activity 4.
Oh, I might have seen that one too.
You
then.
did. We saw that
Okay.
together. I know you did. Because, yeah. She's also on 3 Billboards. Did you see 3?
I didn't see three
Oh, you
billboards.
didn't.
No.
Blockers.
It's not a bad teacher. Actually, I kind of like bad
She's
teacher.
in like a TV show. That's with
Cameron Diaz and Marshall from How I Met Your Mother, right?
Oh, I was thinking of, for some reason I was thinking of Billy Bob Thornton. Isn't he? In
No,
the movie?
that's a different. I don't think you're thinking of a different one.
Anyways, yeah. So John Cena, Leslie Mann, Ike Barinholtz, Holtz, Catherine Newton. Where's the other lady in here? Just because she was, I don't know, lots of people. So yeah, Rick, give us your thoughts while I look up this stuff about Ike Barinholtz.
Okay. So yeah, it's about these 3 best friends that they want to lose their virginity on prom night.
They make a pact.
They make the pack.
We're gonna spoilers?
The spoilers, yeah.
Okay.
So I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was fun. I think this is a movie that you need to see in a bigger group, like in a full packed theater.
Really?
Yeah, because with the one we went to, we kind of went to an early showing, and there wasn't really much people in there. But I feel like this movie would probably play better in a bigger.
I mean, yeah, it always helps when the people
theater,
around
like,
you are
more
laughing.
people around you,
are
because I
laughing
felt
also.
like some of the jokes that were in there they're okay, but like they kind of really fell flat in the theater we were in, because I think there was probably literally like maybe less than 20 people in our theater.
Oh, easy.
I almost want to say there was 1, 2, 3.
I wouldn't
4,
be
5,
surprised if there was 10 or less.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was 10 or less. I appreciate that, but yeah, we're not partnered yet. Doe, not. Yeah, so it was a good movie, man. For the most part, I thought it was an enjoyable movie, but like I kind of expected more. It was rated R, right? Yeah, it was definitely rated R. But yeah, I expected it to be a little bit more than what I thought it was. I felt kind of like the opposite of when I saw Game Night, because Game Night I thought like, oh, it's gonna be your typical fun type of movie, but it turned out to be a lot more than that. In my opinion.
Yeah, I guess
And
it did. We were always amped on it. That's not the guy in Rat Race, by the way. This is
it's
the
not.
guy who you're thinking of, I think.
Oh yeah. Okay, he kind of looks
But
like him.
a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why you kind of blew my mind for a second. So yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a fun movie.
I think Game Night had like a different, even from the trailer, had like this different, because I think it was one of those things where I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this going to be something stupid? And even in the trailer, it felt different, because I think you weren't expecting it to go in the direction of like all of a sudden like people are getting killed and shot at and stuff. This movie, on the other hand, like seemed interesting, but it seemed like your pretty standard, typical comedy, like even off the trailer. So I can't say I was even going in expecting something wildly different or innovative either.
Yeah, I think also all the best jokes were in the trailers.
I don't know if I'd say that. There was a lot of jokes in the trailers. I don't want to say that all the best jokes were in the trailers, though.
Yeah, I felt like the trailer kind of gave a little bit too much, in my opinion. But
I don't know.
there were some.
Think about that. I think you're just the moments that stand out. Like think about like the. I don't know, like the stuff. Sorry, spoilers, but like Austin and like his parents, and how his parents are like super into sex. There's some good shit. Like
okay.
I don't know. I don't think so. You can have your opinion, but I don't think that's fair. There's definitely some fucking jokes, especially because I don't think I ever saw. I don't think I ever watched a Red Band trailer for this, anyway. So whatever I saw was just your regular, things, regular family friendly trailer.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I don't think it was anything too great. I mean, I mean, it was an enjoyable movie. I mean, if I would have saw it even if I didn't have Movie Pass. So, although I didn't use Movie Pass on this one, but I thought everyone did a pretty good job.
What's your opinion on John Cena? Because that's
John Cena. Fuck, man, that guy's hilarious in this. I think John Cena was the best part of this, in my opinion.
I'm glad you like it's cool. This is kind of, I mean, this is like his, I'd say probably like
second.
This is like his first more mainstream, I'd say, like big massive role. You know what I mean? Like he's been in some WWE movies and stuff, produced movies, but I don't know. Go to his IMDb real quick. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting something. Can you go to
John Cena's? I know he was in that movie with that one.
He's been in a bunch of other movies.
I know, but I'm talking about recently.
Yeah.
Bill Hader was in it too.
Trainwreck.
That's what it was.
Yeah, but he's such a small part.
Yeah, he was in the Marines.
So I'd say this is his largest. Like he's like he's.
Well, he's one of the principal actors.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been in anything else that's like that. So cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad you liked him.
The way they've set him up to like these fucking dad shorts and shirt.
Yeah.
Like it was funny.
John Cena is talented, dude. Like
he is talented.
Like I'm glad. Like, it's cool because people already like The Rock. Now I bet some people see him even more as a movie star.
He's more of an actor
than a wrestler. So I like to see someone like John Cena, who's a wrestler, who I know is talented and has like a funny personality. It's cool to see him outside of WWE showing that off to people, especially because in WWE. Right now, at least they're PG, so like they're not in the era, Yeah, not that it's like totally aimed at kids. Like they definitely do stuff. I mean, you've seen it.
I've seen it. They definitely do a little bit more.
They do. It's not that. It's not totally that. But I mean, now that they aren't in that era where they were going for the South Park audience, you kind of see a tamer John Cena. So it's cool to see John Cena in an R-rated movie, and I'm glad that you appreciated him.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. I want to kind of curious now to see him in Trainwreck. I know he doesn't have a big part, but
You never saw Trainwreck?
No, I never saw it.
I saw it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. He's cool. It's a good movie.
So yeah, I think John Cena was probably the best part of the movie, in my opinion, the best part.
Leslie Mann is.
Leslie Mann was great too.
Great.
She's always good.
And that other guy's really good too. I mean, like it's yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry, that other guy, Yuri. Ike
Barinholtz.
Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah, all three of them in this were good casting choice. All of them played off each other very well, and I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So I think the movie, like I like the movie. I will say like it sort of feels, I don't want to say paint by numbers, but like I don't.
Oops. Professional.
Yeah. I don't want to say paint by numbers, but it felt like just another kind of like
I can kinda
raunchy
say
comedy
that, yeah.
sort of thing, like, and not to disagree with Rick, because I do agree, especially when you're seeing something that's a comedy, it does help. Like, laughing is contagious, so when you hear a bunch of other people laughing, it makes you want to laugh. But I personally think this is more of a Netflix movie or an HBO Go movie. I don't think this is a movie you have to go to the theaters to go see, in my opinion. In terms of just like the first Hangover, everyone loved the first Hangover. We saw that, and I would be like, go see that in theaters.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a movie you have to go see in theaters. While I do agree, yes, that I think, of course, you watch something with a bunch of people and they're laughing, that is contagious, and so I agree with Rick in that sense. I'm just saying, in terms of the movie itself, this would have been something where if I never saw it in theaters, I would have been pretty pumped the day that it was on Netflix or Amazon Video or whatever. Like, oh, this is cool.
I agree with that.
It was cool. I don't regret that I went to see it in theaters,
No,
because
not at all.
I
think it's definitely something like if you have a free pass or
Yeah.
or like
Or if
you've
just-
seen everything else and want
Right.
to see something,
Or if you're
I'll
just
go
in,
see it.
Yeah, if you're just in the mood to see a comedy of some sort or want to support John Cena's first
Major role.
really major role where he's one of the principal actors. Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't think the movie's anything. The movie's not bad. I don't think it's anything to write home about, but like some of the it's not the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Not even close. That said, it is enjoyable. I did find myself like pretty early on in the movie, I'm like, okay, is this movie going to kick into gear at some point? Because so far it just feels sort of very like just okay, So yeah, it is enjoyable. I don't think you have to go out to the theaters to go see it. If you want to, you can. But like I said, this to me is more of a like, oh, that's awesome that this is available on demand now, sort of movie. So that's my take on that movie. But everybody did great in it. Leslie Mann doesn't age.
Apparently not. She still looks good.
Yeah, I think she's really she's always really good in everything that she does. Like it's cool to see her in a movie again. John Cena, I thought was great. Ike Barinholtz.
Barinholtz. I think he was also on SNL.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
That's probably what I'm
I have no idea. But
yeah.
Everybody was good. Everybody was fine. So yeah, that was the first movie we saw today. So you want the some shit we like opinion. If you're in the mood, go watch the movie. Yeah, and I'm gonna say that including when it's on demand. If it's something you want to check out, you just want to watch, just kind of like a mindless comedy movie. Yeah, because I'm not gonna say it's something you have to go see, because it's not.
All right. So the other movie we saw in our double feature.
Yeah, later in the day.
It was later, much later.
This wasn't back to back.
Yeah, it was definitely not back to back. Is apparently killing it at the box office, and that is A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place is directed by John Krasinski, also stars John Krasinski and his wife, Emily Blunt. And he co-wrote this with Brian Wood and Scott Beck.
Brian
Woods, and Scott Beck. Quiet Place, I'm sure you've seen the trailer where he can't make any noise, otherwise something comes to get them.
Basically, it's like I think the tagline is something like, if you don't make a sound, they can't hunt you, or something.
Yeah, they can't hunt you. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this movie, it's.
I actually do. I honestly actually do. Well, it depends on how deep you want to get into it, but I do think. We said we're gonna go into spoilers on or maybe we didn't. We did on blockers, but we kind of really didn't say anything spoiler, and I think we could actually talk about this movie without getting into spoilers either, unless you want to bring up specific moments. But when we get there, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yes, this this movie. It's really about family. A family trying to survive this post-apocalyptic world, by not making any sound. So what's your opinion on it?
The movie?
Yeah.
I want to know. Actually, I want to know why Farland Ackerman feels uncomfortable. I hope we're not making you uncomfortable, but anyways, maybe we are. That's fine.
It's uncomfortable here. It's starting to get hot.
It is starting to get warm. I thought the movie was really, really good. I thought the movie was fucking fantastic, actually. The movie felt. I'm not gonna say it is. I don't see every movie.
Felt.
Huh?
It felt.
Well, I'm
Okay.
The movie, like, yeah, I'm not saying the movie felt. The movie, I'm getting to it. I thought the movie felt really, and again, like I was getting to before I got interrupted, I don't want to say it 100% is because I don't see all the movies in the world. A lot of people see more movies than I do. But the movie to me felt really innovative. Because I just thought, like, it's crazy. Like, in some ways you are watching, a silent film in a sense. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
Like you kind of are because there is, but there isn't. There's not a lot of so this, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but there's not a lot of dialogue in the movie, and it kind of makes. I don't want to say like because I know people shit on jump scares sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't think there's fucking anything wrong with jump scares. I think what it does is the fact that this movie is so quiet. It puts you on edge for when something is going to happen, and I think it made the loud sounds that occurred, whether you want to call them jump scares or not, have that much more of an impact, man. I thought the movie was fucking phenomenal. I really knew not much of it. Did we watch a trailer for this on the podcast?
Yes.
Okay, so we watched that trailer. That's about all I saw. It was just... The movie was just so fucking good, dude. It was well acted. I've never seen John Krasinski in something like this before. I don't know if he's ever been in anything like this before. It was very interesting to see him kind of as like a leading person. I don't know, is he more...
He was, he actually, this isn't his first movie. It's
The
Hollers is the movie he directed and acted in with Anna Kendrick.
The
Hollers.
The Hollers, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's like a family movie.
Okay. Anna Kendrick?
Anna Kendrick's in it. He plays his wife.
For some reason you said Anna Kendrick, and I just thought of Chris Star-Lord. Chris Pratt's ex-wife. What's her name?
Anna Faris?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just you said Anna Kendrick, and for some reason Anna Faris popped in my head. So yeah, I kind of can't say enough about the movie. I thought the movie was really good. I kind of do want to see it again. I don't really have to.
I want to see it again.
Yeah, I will go see it again in theaters. I'm not saying I have to, but I mean this is a movie that I definitely would like to watch again. It just was. I think the movie was fucking great. I'm gonna let you talk. But I think
all right.
really
yeah, it was amazing. This movie, like. Sound is
I think what I was getting at when I brought up the trailer was just I didn't know much of the movie other than what we saw from the trailer. I wasn't reading about it, so I kind of didn't know what to expect other than I thought it was interesting that they're in this world where they have to be quiet or something's going to come hunt them. Sorry, yeah. Rick.
So yeah, I absolutely love this movie. The concept is, I want to say, original, you know, and a world of prequels and sequels and remakes. Like this is really damn original for right now.
Can I interrupt you one more time?
Yeah.
Sorry. Farland Ackerman. Now I'm curious. Where are you watching? Where it's 3 a.m. That's really cool that you're watching this. We're out in California and it's noon here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yes, we've watched Ready Player One. If you check us out on YouTube, we reviewed that last week. So yeah, but thank you for joining us from wherever you are. Dude, the movie's really good. Like, don't let the fact that you don't like jump scares scare you away.
Thanks, Cheesy. I was trying to do that.
Yeah, do not let that scare you away.
Yeah, the jump scares are there, but like really, like I wouldn't call this a horror movie per se, because like I mean it's more it kind of is, but at the same time like
suspense. Like I don't know.
I feel like there's a good like family aspect to it, you know.
Well, it's you want to know what I'd call it? It's
what?
A survival horror movie.
Yeah,
it's that genre of video game.
Exactly.
Resident
Evil.
It's survival horror.
movie.
That's what it is, and then it's suspenseful and it's all that stuff. So
But there's a lot of
you were saying original. You said
original.
This movie felt original, so go ahead.
Yeah,
That's where I
this
cut you
movie
off.
this movie definitely felt original, to the point where I want to see this again. I know there's things I've missed, and like the sound design. That's what I was gonna say. The sound design of this movie is incredible, and for it being a silent film, technically a silent film, like everything relies on the nature and sounds and what goes around you, because there was not even a score. I think probably till like the end, huh? Or was there even a score towards the end? Well, whatever.
Yeah,
even if there was,
yeah.
like more, like the only music that we actually
I can
hear
remember it.
is the iPod
Right.
scene, and that was pretty much it. But for the most part, it's relying on perspective and nature. That's pretty much all the sound you're going to get. They do talk in the movie.
Very little,
but
though.
very
There is
very
talking
little.
To the point, like, where there's more subtitles than there is actual heard dialogue, I would say.
And if you understand sign language,
And,
I mean,
and the subtitles are there
that's-
not because they're speaking another language, it's because they're whispering.
and they're
for the most
they're
part.
signing.
Or
I don't
they're
know
just-
sign
or
language,
they're,
but yeah,
just miming, I guess what they're saying, mouthing what they're
mouthing
saying.
what they're
Yeah.
saying. There you go. Yeah. But it's incredible, man. This movie is so good.
And to your point, just while we're still on that, to your point, like, I just think it's like while we were watching that movie, I was just thinking like it's I think it's awesome that reportedly this movie's gonna do pretty well this weekend, might make 50 million or so.
Yeah.
That's what that said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I
for
think
the
like
weekend.
48,
So I think
49
that's
million
that's
projected.
fantastic. Especially because I didn't really know how much hype was really there for this movie going in, because I just wasn't paying attention. But I think it's cool. Like while I was watching the movie, I was sitting there. I'm like, man, it's amazing that I'm being captivated right now just watching something that's almost wholly visual. Like there's not a rapid fire joke happening every 2 seconds. There isn't music that's coming at me and all this crazy dialogue and stuff. Like it's cool, and like the whole theater was captivated and engaged, and there was parts where people started laughing, maybe uncomfortably laughing, or just certain parts.
There was one part where they started laughing, which I didn't feel was a laughing moment.
I get why they laughed. I don't think it was a make fun of the movie sort of laughter. I think it was just kind of a funny. It was a funny moment. I'm kind of blanking what the moment was now. I'm sure you could remind me off the show, or you could remind me now if you want to, but I don't think it was out of place. Like I think it was people laughing uncomfortably.
Okay.
That's how I took it. It wasn't like they're making fun of the movie. But yeah,
Gotcha, okay.
to what Rick was saying, it's just insane. The sound design, and just to be so captivated by something that it's really just visual, man. So I just wanted to get that
and to jump off that too, the daughter in this movie is also deaf. She can't hear. And John Krasinski's character, which did he even have a name? I don't even remember. But anyways, like his character was like learning how to make hearing aids, or the right hearing aid to find the right frequency so she can hear, to give her some capacity to hear. And it was just like a really touching moment, of how hard he was trying to get her to hear. But in perspective wise, like I was saying, like you get her perspective too, where it just goes completely silent in the theater for like a good while. Anytime, like it's based on her character.
Well, no,
not all the time.
It seemed like
but-
whenever she turned it off. Otherwise, when we were watching,
was it?
I feel like that's
Whenever
what
she
it
turned it
was.
off?
I feel like when we, maybe it was subtle.
There were
but
some moments
there
where
were some.
yeah, but it was good. It was done very well, and I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, like I don't want to talk too much about it because we will jump into spoilers, and I really don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, because I don't think we have to. Again, like I wasn't.
Yeah, well, I don't think we do.
I wasn't gonna stop you if you wanted to talk about a specific part, but dude, the movie was fucking intense, man. Like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Like
You could hear people eating. That's how silent it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you could hear people chewing on popcorn. It
Yeah.
was insane.
It was crazy. Like, and I like scary movies. Like I like that, and so like if you. But at the same time, like the movie isn't just that. Like the movie.
There's a lot of heart to this movie too.
Yeah, there definitely is that, but it's not even just like. Yeah, you're gonna go in there, and if you don't like things that are kind of intense, and a movie that is meant to scare you a little bit, okay, then I'm gonna say not for you. But if you can go in there and appreciate like what they did with this movie, because it's so much more. It's not like you're just watching like Freddy Krueger or Jason or something. You know what I mean? Like in some ways they're not comparable at all, but it's in the same ways like how I would tell somebody like, no, even if you don't like horror movies, you should watch Saw. Like Saw is fucking incredible.
Saw is more like a psychological trip.
But at the same time, that movie is meant to scare. You know what I mean? Like call it what you want. That movie's meant to scare. That's my point. Call it whatever genre you want. So I'm saying if you're not someone that likes to get scared, Saw is still a movie that you feel like you want to tell people, but you should still watch it because there's so much good that's in that movie, and that's how I feel about this movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if that's not something you're really into. If you could look past that, you gotta do that because I think you would appreciate the hell out of this movie. You know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's South by South, because you were kind of talking about it earlier. South by Southwest, John Krasinski said that it got a standing ovation, and he didn't expect that. Because that's when it premiered at South by Southwest.
This year? Or?
This year, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, and yeah, like from all the interviews I've been, because that's what I do. I get deep into it. All the interviews I've read and stuff, like he was really there in the editing process. As, you know, I mean, just making sure everything was done right. So like they did a wonderful job on this, man. This is right now. This is probably one of my favorite films of this year.
Oh, yeah, it's early to say, but it's fine.
It is early.
It's 4 months in.
So far.
That's fair to say.
So far.
That's I got you. I still don't want to say that yet, but the movie, it's fucking phenomenal. Not that I don't agree with you. I just don't like saying stuff like that.
There is one little thing that I get why it was there.
Too many crash zooms.
No. But that does, now that I think about it, that does jump into spoilers. But I don't want to talk about it. Because I'd rather talk good about this.
No.
And I don't think anyone's even gonna
do it. Spoilers. I want to know.
Spoilers?
Yeah. Unless you just want. No, I want to know because I feel
I'm gonna throw spoilers up there.
I feel like I'm either not gonna agree with you. Or it might make for good discussion.
All right, we're in spoiler mode. So if you're watching live right now or on YouTube, there's a spoiler warning right there.
Sounds like it's not gonna be that big of a spoiler though.
No, it's gonna be quick. Well, kind of is actually. Okay, John Krasinski's character, the ending. What happens to him, where he gets attacked, and then he wants to save his children, so he makes noise to get him away, right? And at this point, like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the daughter already know that there's a frequency?
I don't think she, like, I thought that too, and I wrestled with that also. I don't think she's fully figured it out. I think she's noticed, but I think what we've seen is more her puzzled why they're running away. I don't think she comes to the full realization until after that. And then she's, you know what I mean? I think that's when she sort of realizes, like, she puts it together.
That's why I kind of want to watch this movie again.
Yeah. Because I think where it clicked is when she saw all the different hearing aids down there. Like, I think she saw... I get what you're saying, and like the thought crossed my mind too, but I don't feel like she had full confirmation in her brain, especially in the heat of the moment where her dad's life was on the line, to realize, oh, I'll just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it was clear to her yet. I think she had an idea, but I don't think it was clear. Because otherwise, then I would agree with you that that's a gaping hole, because you'd wonder why does she not just turn it on.
But she did know, because before that, they were in the corn.
She didn't know.
Silo.
It just was happening. She had it on. It was on all the time. It just would happen.
Oh. Okay.
All the other times that it was happening, it was just like the thing was on her head. And then you could tell, like, I mean, she was...
There was feedback.
If she was confident that was the case, she wouldn't have been hiding under the thing in the corn thing. She would have... You know what I mean?
No, that's true.
I think she was learning and she was discovering it and just still not quite putting it together. The moment when she's in that basement and is looking at, like, all the notes and stuff, I think that's when it clicks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a fair point.
It's a fair
It's a fair point, and it
constructive.
crossed my mind. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think the point is wrong, though, because I don't think she knew yet. She was just coming to the... You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I think she finally realized her when she saw what her dad was doing down there.
Right.
Which was, saying what their weakness
But
and all
right.
that.
But her dad didn't... Her dad obviously didn't know what the weakness was either.
Right.
Like, only she did. or
Or
discover.
just how she realized.
Just think about when you've like slowly been troubleshooting something, and it step by step you finally get there, and then you finally, bam, you solve it. You know what I mean? I don't think she was there yet.
Okay.
And especially again in the heat of the moment, I don't think she's thinking like, oh, let me make this thing make noise. Especially because at the when it was happening, I don't know that she was. It's not like she was in control of when it was like making the frequencies. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of happened. You know.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I don't think it was.
If she was in control of it, it would have been happening all the time. It was happening in response to stuff.
That's right, because the thing would always open up its ears or whatever.
Well, I think, it seemed to happen when she was, it's kind of like, think about like audio equipment in real life.
Yeah,
it was kind of like that.
The frequency of, okay, I got
So it wasn't like she had control over it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
But yeah,
Spoilers.
it's constructive.
Yeah.
Right?
Spoilers
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
Constructive, but I get it. It's fair. I just don't think it's. I think I solved it though. Not me, but
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It basically says go watch the movie again,
Right.
because that's how good this movie is.
The movie's fucking phenomenal. Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
recommend it enough. You should go see it. Don't wait. Go see it. You can wait if you want to. Like you don't have to listen to me.
Don't
but
listen to him. See it
Okay.
now.
It's a good fucking movie.
Well, watch this first, then go see it.
It was really fucking intense, and I thought it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I came out of that movie.
I
came out of that movie like really just like I kept saying to him like, dude, that was fucking intense. Like I was almost on a high when I came out of that movie.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say the movie is short. It felt short because I
No,
felt like we were still. I mean, not short by today's
Movie standards,
a
yeah.
little bit, especially because the movie credits started rolling I think at 9:30, and we were still watching some previews at like 8:05.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit shorter, but it's fine. Like it doesn't.
It's a good watch though.
Doesn't need to be super long.
It's a fucking great watch.
The ending kind of came out of nowhere for me in a sense, because I like, and I attribute that to how engaged I was. I was like, oh, credits. I'm like, movie's over already. Not that I thought that it was a misstep, but just that it felt quick. And that's because A, it is a little bit on the shorter side, and B, that's what happens when you're watching something and you're like really entertained by it. It just flies by. So. A quiet room. I keep wanting to say a quiet game.
Place.
A quiet place. Oh fuck! A quiet room, a quiet place. Breakers. I'm fucked this week. But anyways, A Quiet Place is fantastic. You should definitely go see it. I think Rick and I give it fucking 4 thumbs up between the two of us.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Yeah. And
It was awesome. It was really good. No complaints.
And if you really like the movie, go check out the behind the scenes stuff, because I did that this morning. And it's really cool. Like it's like I'm just.
I thought you did that last night. But,
I did that this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just I did some last night, but I watched this morning. But yeah, it just shows John Krasinski directing and like talking to the actors and telling them how he wants to do this, do that. I just like that behind the scenes stuff, and I thought it was done really well. And
I definitely
the daughter in this, did we already mention she's actually deaf? She's actually hearing impaired, and she does a phenomenal job. Both kids do a phenomenal job.
Did you ever confirm if she was in something
No,
else? You thought she's not. Okay.
No. But yeah, it was fucking good. Go see the movie.
Did the movie make you?
It did.
You know you wanted to.
It did.
Don't even pretend. I mean, I jumped out.
I just can't believe how
crazy.
much fun this movie is and how much heart this movie has. And I've never been in a theater that was this quiet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ever.
And the movie's got a lot to do with that because Rick and I were at a movie theater that we hate.
I was surprised how quiet it was.
It was just fucking. The people next to me, I
couldn't hear them.
They were husband and wife, and they were fine. They were talking amongst themselves a little bit, and like it's nothing where I'm just like, wow, that's ridiculous. But I was just kind of like, okay, come on, you guys, like, you can it just wait? But yeah, otherwise, yeah, people were fully engaged. It was awesome. It was awesome.
It's such a good movie. I want to see it again, man.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't really have I have nothing in terms of video games this week. I haven't been playing much. I was gonna say I've still just been playing Burnout mostly, but I've not been playing much. I know you played Burnout for a fucking long ass time last week. After we recorded. You and Mike and Ben, like you guys were on there forever. I was doing other stuff.
I shouldn't have been on that late.
I kept seeing that you guys were on there, and yeah, I think at one point I found out later. I think Ben actually sent me an invite after I said like I wasn't playing, but I wasn't by the TV. I think, yeah.
You know
Annie
what?
and her mom were watching the TV, so I missed it.
I had so much fun playing Until Dawn in that one sitting that I started trying to look up games that are short that I can play and stream online. And
Until Dawn.
well,
It's
not
technically
that.
not short. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not long, but I mean,
It took
yeah.
me what 8 hours.
Yeah, that's definitely not a game where you say like, yeah, you could do that in one. You can do it in one sitting, but I mean, it's gonna take a
But anyways,
large chunk of your day.
I've been
Don't
trying.
cut me off. Go ahead.
I've been trying to find some short games that I can play and stream at once.
I think that's fun.
I think Firewatch might be the next one I'll play. Because Firewatch, I heard, is not that long.
What's Firewatch?
It's about this guy who's in a tower, and he has to look at the forest to make sure there's no fires or something.
Oh, interesting.
I heard it's something like maybe 6 hours or 7 hours.
Oh wow, this looks really cool. When did this come out? September.
Yeah, and it has like a high rating on it too.
Yeah,
But
and it's
that's
got
kinda-
like a beginning, middle, and it's not like the Long Dark where that's kind of like that doesn't. I don't think the Long Dark has really like that much of a story.
Yeah, well, Jesus says Firewatch is so fucking good, so I
Okay.
gotta play it now.
Yeah.
But
looks
yeah,
interesting.
that's something. I just know it, like, when I was looking it up, it said that there's nudity in it. So, like, I don't know.
That's why Rick wants to play it. He's all about it.
No, I looked just to make sure if I can stream it or not. Because
Oh,
I
who
don't know.
cares?
I don't want to get, like,
What are they gonna do to you?
strike or anything on Twitch.
So what? What does that even mean? If you get a strike, what's it mean?
I don't know.
You're fine. Who cares?
I'll just say it's a mature stream, I guess. I think
it's
that's what I have
not
to
a
do.
big deal. But you know what I mean? Like the Long Dark seems like it's something you just kind of just play. I don't know how
Yeah.
much of a story there is to that. I could be wrong on that too. But yeah, this looks really
But
interesting.
yeah, Firewatch is something I'll probably do this week, then, maybe.
Do this week.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because I got Monday and Tuesday off, so maybe I'll play it on Monday.
That's cool. Maybe I'll watch you play that then if I'm able to. Even though that looks kind of interesting myself. You know what else I think you could? I think you could do this in if you wanted to. I think you could play if all the episodes are out. I think you could play games like The Walking Dead. in
I
a
have
day
them.
if you wanted to, or
Or
what's
each
the-
episodes?
What? Huh?
Oh, I should do
No, all of it. But when they're all out, I feel like it can be done. And what's that other one that you guys like? You and Dan Herman, similar thing. That story, like adventure. It's not similar to Walking Dead, but similar style.
Oh, Life is Strange.
I think you could probably do that with that too.
I'm
if
almost
you
done
wa-
with that. I got the last chapter finished.
I'm not making suggestions for you. I'm just saying I think that style of game, those episodic games, 'cause usually the episodes aren't really
okay.
that. I'm not saying episode by episode, but I'm saying if you wait for the full thing, because I kind of don't like episodic gaming. It's like, no, I fucking want the whole game. But I feel like those games depends. I could be wrong, but I feel like it could be done. Walking Dead, I think you could do. It'd take a little bit, but you could. Anyways, regardless, yeah, it's fun
I
to
got an
sit
idea.
and play something in one sitting.
Yeah.
What's your idea?
Well, I mean, I got ideas now
Oh,
to what
yeah.
to play.
Well,
So yeah, Firewatch, and then Night in the Woods is good. I don't know that one.
you probably do.
You know it?
Yeah, I think I might have it. Let me show you the art for it. Really quick.
Night in the Woods. I can't say it sounds familiar.
Let me show you.
I know Cabin in the Woods.
Of course you do.
Joss Whedon.
This isn't what's in the video at all?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't look familiar. I'll check it out. Thanks, Shizzy.
So anyways, with that said, is
wraps us up.
yeah.
You got stuff to do, and I got stuff to do. Not really.
No,
But,
you do. You do.
Oh yeah, I do. That's right, I do.
Kinda.
So that'll do it for this week. Thank you if you're joining us, or if you joined us, or even popped in to say hello. We stream every Saturday, cable hours.
Yeah.
Uh,
We do generally stream on Saturday, but I still like to say we stream on the weekend.
yeah,
Most of the time it is Saturday, but
we stream on the
you
weekend.
we're gonna
Just follow us. You know what you can do? You can follow us on Twitter
Yeah.
at Some Shit We Like. I'm at Rick Weasel. And you can find us on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher. We're everywhere. So until next time.
It's cracking me up how close up the fucking goat is to this. Until next time, that was Some Shit We Like. And we make all the girls go because we're ugly. That's why. That was some shit we like.